Hey everybody, welcome to Christopher Dio Art on the My Physical World YouTube channel. We're going to talk about print-on-demand services for artists. Okay. Now, I do oil painting. I don't do digital art, but if you're a digital artist, this is for you as well. Okay. But what is a print-on-demand service? Well, first of all, a print-on-demand service is exactly what it says. A network of manufacturers, whether they do screen printing on T-shirts, whether they do large format printing on any type of paper medium, postcards, greeting cards, cell phone cases, laptop skins, all that kind of stuff. Okay, there's a network of manufacturers that do that. Now, the print on demand is you can have your art ready for these particular manufacturers, and they will not produce that product until somebody orders one. And there's no minimum order. Okay. You can, people can buy, let's say, one postcard of your art, and it's not going to affect the process because the manufacturer is already set up for small ones and twos type jobs. Okay. They will not create any inventory whatsoever because they have your art on file. So print on demand is great if you don't want to have boxes and boxes and boxes of your products sitting in your house or whatever and having to mail those out. Okay, that part is completely taken away from you. You don't need to do anything. So if you have a piece of art and you have, let's say, a greeting card with your art on it, somebody can go to your store and buy one card, and then the manufacturer will print that card and send it directly to the person that purchased that card. All right. And then that print on demand service will send you your cut. Okay. Now, your cut is totally up to you. All right. I'm going to specifically talk about the print on demand service that I use, and that's RedBubble. RedBubble is free. Yeah, you heard me right. It's free. You sign up, okay? You create an account, and that starts a store for you to maintain. And I'm going to walk you through that today. I'm not going to walk you through creating the account because I already have an account. But I'm going to show you once you create an account with RedBubble, how to upload something to your store and get it ready for print on demand. So like I said, RedBubble is free to set up an account, to set up a store, okay? And you pay nothing to RedBubble. RedBubble will get their cut when somebody orders your product. The manufacturers in their network will get their cut when somebody orders something from your store, all right? And then when the transaction is complete and all funds are gathered, they will send you your money into whatever transaction portal that you use. Okay, I personally have them send that right to my for lack of a better word, I'm going to say savings account. Okay, it's not a savings account, but I'm giving you an example. All right. And then RedBubble will send that directly to that securely. Okay. This is secure. Okay. Been using this for a few years now. It's very secure. I've never been ripped off. All right. Now, if you're an artist, it's really important, especially us oil painting, where it's not digital. Okay, where it's not digital art. It's actually, paints on your easel. Okay, my easel's sitting over here. All right. Getting good photographs is important. Okay, so if you don't have the means of taking your own photographs, you might need to invest in a professional shop that takes pictures of art. Okay. However, I'm set up with my camera to do pictures of my paintings. It all depends on the camera and the lighting and all the setup. But I could probably do better, and I probably will further in the future. But we're not here to talk about that right now. So let's talk about RedBubble. You're going to go in, you're going to set up an account. Like I said previously, I'm not going to show you how to set up the actual account because I already have one set up, and the only way that I could show you is setting up another account, and I don't want to do that. But I do have an account, and there's my profile picture right up here. So if I click my profile, and once you have an account and you have all that stuff set up, anytime that you press on your account picture profile, you can go to the dashboard, you can go to view your shop and all this kind of stuff, manage portfolio. I'm going to do a couple of these so you'll see what I'm talking about. But let's go to our dashboard. And the dashboard, as soon as you set up an account, if you go to the dashboard, this is where you will set up your shop. Okay, and you're going to make sure that all of these items get checked off, such as setting a profile picture, cover image, add your social media links, and add a bio. Okay, and over here is your add designs. Okay, and you notice that I have 34 designs up on my store. Okay, and then you're going to set up how you want to get paid. Okay, where you want that money sent to. Okay, so this is what your dashboard allows you to do, and it gives you tips and stuff on getting started with RedBubble and how to promote and all that kind of stuff. All right, now let's go back to the profile picture, and I'm going to view shop. I'm going to just show you what my shop looks like. So I've added one of my oil paintings to my shop as my background. This is the River Jordan that I painted. Okay, and then your profile picture and the name of your store. In this particular case, the name of my store is Christopher Dio Art. When I first set this up, I set it up as the name of my YouTube channel. But you can, there's a link there. There's a form in your profile that you can rename your store, even though the account is set up as a different name. So my account is actually set up as My Physical World, but my store name is Christopher Dio Art. Sorry, I just wanted to explain that. Okay, so this is my store. And right off, when somebody comes to my store, it takes the customer to just a listing of all these different products that I have up on my store. And a lot of these are oil paintings that I've done, that I've taken pictures and brought them into my software, my graphic software, such as Krita or Affinity Pro, and I've clipped them out to get the parts that I want. I haven't made any enhancements to colors and all that kind of stuff. I don't do that. I just get it clipped off to make sure that I don't have the stand that my photo is resting on when I took the picture and all that kind of stuff. So clean it up, and then I upload that image to my store. And I'm going to show you how to do one. Okay, but when they come to your Redbubble page, you see all the products that artist has created, and the products that they have had their art put on. Okay, what usually I do to people is I don't just give them, if you see up here, it says redbubble.com/people/myphysicalworld. Okay, that's the name of the store. That's the link that I send people to. Okay, but they'll see Christopher Dio Art as the name of the store, but the account is this right here after people. Okay, so if you send this link, redbubble.com/people/myphysicalworld, in my case, it would take them to this page. All right, but I actually send them to one more page after that, and that's the Explore Designs. And that only brings up the actual images. It doesn't show the products such as t-shirts, mugs, cards, and stuff. It actually shows the actual artwork that is available. Okay, and then when they choose that artwork, for instance, let's just do this Boeing 777. They click the 777, and it takes them to that particular artwork's page. And then as you come down, you can see all the products that I have chosen for that artwork to show up on. So t-shirts, hats, postcards, stickers, laptop sleeves, all that kind of stuff. Now, for you artists, you oil painting artists, most likely you're not going to have a lot of stuff put on hats and stuff like that. I don't. There's only a few fun things, such as I have a lot of aviation fans that order t-shirts and stuff with airplanes on them. But you artists will want to specifically make sure that your stuff is on art prints. Okay, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. So that is using the Explore tab, sending people to your Explore tab. I'm going to go back to the Explore tab. Okay, so here's the Explore tab, and I would send people to the redbubble.com, people, My Physical World, and then Explore. Okay, that would be the link that I would send somebody to go and see all the different artwork that I have products up for. Does that make sense? All my artwork. Okay, and then they can click the artwork and see what products that artwork actually shows up on. All right. Now, how easy is it to add artwork to your store? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this one up, but I might end up taking it down because I don't think I really want to sell this. But so let's go to accounts and go to manage portfolio. When you click manage portfolio, you get all the artwork that you already have up there, and you can click and edit and change things on them. Okay, but I'm going to add a new artwork. All right, so I'm going to come over here and it says add new work. So I'm going to select add new work, and then it says upload or copy an existing work. I'm going to upload a new work. And then I'm going to simply go to the place on my computer that I might have my artwork loaded. And I think that's in my documents, paintings done. And here's all the paintings that I've done, both raw image and edited in terms of clipped, make sure all the boundaries are right and all that kind of stuff. The raw images have the raw file name, and anything that I've clipped off, made sure the boundaries are right, make sure there's no easels showing or something like that. It'll actually have an actual name. All right, so I'm going to come down and I'm going to find a piece of artwork that I haven't uploaded yet. And I'm going to come over here to the Chapel of the Cross. This is a painting I did a while back for my mother. That's probably why I'm not really going to sell it. But I'm going to go ahead and click this, click the Chapel of the Cross, and then I'm going to open. And that's going to upload that image, that picture of the Chapel of the Cross up to my RedBubble page. I'll be right back as soon as it's done uploading. Okay, that worked. So depending on the size of the image and your internet speed, obviously, it might take a couple minutes for it to upload. The camera that I use to take pictures, and I'll be honest with you, I use my Google Pixel 8 Pro to take pictures, and this is the best camera on a smartphone that you can get with the Google Pixel. This is an 8K. This takes 8K images. If you're not familiar with that, that's 8192 pixels by 8192. All right, so it's high resolution, really good stuff. I also use this camera for doing astrophotography and all that kind of stuff. So, but you might want a good DSLR camera to take your pictures and stuff, or have somebody professionally do it for you. So anyway, I've uploaded the Chapel of the Cross oil painting that I've done. And basically, you're simply going to fill out a form first. Here, we're going to give it a title. I got some things in the way. Let me move these over to the side for a second. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to move my mic up a little bit. You're probably going to see it. All right, so we're going to call this Chapel of the Cross, and you might give it a tag. Chapel of the Cross. Oh, back. I want to separate my tags with commas. Sedonia. Okay, Arizona. Okay, whatever tags that you want for people to be able to find it. You can even say oil paintings or whatever, and some description of it. And I'm just going to say Chapel of the Cross in Sedona, Arizona. Okay, so you determine the text that goes in the box. All right, so this is what people are going to see as the title. Okay, and then we're going to kind of come down like this, scroll down, and you're going to see, okay, here's some, this is what it would look like on t-shirts or a boonie cap or what do you call those? Yeah, different kinds of shirts. Okay, but I usually don't like my art, my oil paintings on shirts, unless it's really made for a shirt, and most of my art is not. So I just go through and disable. Notice I'm hitting disable to say I don't want my art on this product. Okay, do I want it on stickers and magnets? Sure. Phone cases. This particular piece of art doesn't look good on a phone case because it's more square, whereas a phone case is narrow. So if you have a painting that's more vertical, Okay, like I have a picture of the HMS Bounty, which is a vertical painting, and that looks really nice in that orientation. But this particular painting doesn't look good on this product, so I'm not going to make it available on phone cases. A mouse pad, sure, it looks okay on a mouse pad. Pillows, you can put it on pillows, but I'm going to disable it. The big item for you artists is prints, cards, and posters. All right. So print cards, and we want this, okay, but we want to double check that it's going to look good. All right. So let's say you want print cards and posters, and you're going to hit edit. And this brings down this little edit area where you can center it vertically and horizontally. And by default, it already is centered. Okay. So I think that looks pretty good. So there's no changes I need to apply. But if I want to move it to the left or to the right or up and down, then once you do that, then you'll apply your changes. Okay, so let's come up. Do I want it on pouches and laptop skins and sleeves? Yeah, why not? Shower curtains? Well, it really depends on the resolution of your image. If it's a very high resolution image, remember, if it's not a high res image, if you blow that up really big, it's going to get pixelated. Okay, so you really better think about whether you want it on a shower curtain. This image actually wouldn't look that bad because of the high resolution of the image, but does somebody want this on a shower curtain? I don't know. Usually for my artwork, I would disable that. And then some other products. You got pet blankets, mugs, bandanas. Okay, a lot of that stuff I don't put on, and it will actually disable if they know that it will not really look all that good on that product. Okay, but let's go to cup, and I'm going to show you how to edit those. So let's edit mugs. Okay, and here is, if you notice this lighter rectangle right here, that is the active area. That's the only part of this painting that's going to show up on the cup. Up here, this darker stripe and this darker stripe down here will not show up on the mug. Okay, inside this little dotted box is what shows up on that product. Okay, so you might have to scale the product. Okay, so if I come over here and I take the slider, and if I want to make sure that all of my painting is on the cup, I have to scale it down quite a bit. Okay, usually I want to make sure I get my signature. There's my signature in the right hand corner down here, and I'd want that on the cup, so I'd have to do that. Okay, but you don't have to scale it. You can actually choose a part of the painting or whatever that you want on the cup, and then just move this over so everything that you want on the painting shows up on the cup. Okay, some of the stuff doesn't really look good on cups, but here's a preview right down here of what it looks like on a mug. Okay, and if you're happy with it, you can go ahead and apply changes. And then if you come up, there's the mug. Obviously they can't show you the whole thing, so they show you a couple sides, but I want to just make sure that I get my signature at least on the mug. Okay, so you'll go through all these different products, and like I said, a lot of the stuff I go ahead and turn off. Now I like the spiral bound notebooks, so but notice my signature is not going to show up, so I want to go to edit to see if I can get this into a place that it will look good on a notebook and still have my signature. Okay, if I wanted to do that, I would have to move it over here, but they lose a lot of my painting. Okay, so I might make the decision, okay, well, you know, that particular painting won't look good on a notebook, so I'm going to go ahead and disable that. Okay. Hard covered journals, it might look fine. So let's edit that. Come over here. You can kind of see around the edge where it's kind of a different color. That means that won't show up. So I'll take my painting and move it at least where they can see my signature. But it's going to crop off this part and this part of my painting. Is that okay for me? Sure. Why not for this particular case? So I'll apply the changes, just kind of go up a little bit, and there's the preview of the hardcover journal. And like I said, you can go through the clocks. They got clocks. Now, artboard prints, okay. Let's edit that. And artboard prints, you got to make sure that you get your signature on your product, okay. If you look around, there's another border that's not going to show up. This area is not going to show up, and my signature gets cut off. So I might want to move that a little bit so at least my signature shows up and it's not getting cropped. All right, and then I'm going to apply the changes. Okay, and then double check that. Okay, acrylic blocks are square. So if you have a painting that's not square, the acrylic blocks won't be all that good. And so I usually turn those off unless I actually have a square painting. Okay, so I'm going to disable those. Bat mats, all these different products, tote bags, buttons. I'm turning a lot of these off because I don't like how they look on those products. So you're going to have to use your own judgment on what products you think your painting is going to look good on. But you'd always definitely want the art print cards and posters. Always. Okay. And when you choose prints, cards, and posters, not only is that generic, but it says what kind of paper do you want it printed on? Do you want it on metal? You can get your stuff printed on metal, all that kind of stuff, and that falls under art. That falls under prints, cards, and posters. Okay, there's not a separate thing that says metal. Okay, at least I don't think there is. There's wood and canvas prints. Okay, now wood and canvas prints. Let's edit that. Okay, and this gives you the basic size of it. So you might have to move it over to get that, but I lose most of my paper, my painting on that. So I'm going to disable that, which it already was. Okay, and so we're going to come down. And so we've gone through all these products that we either want or don't want our painting on. And then below it has advanced products, and these are leggings, socks, duffel bags, and masks, which this is kind of stupid because that's kind of archaic now. All right, but backpacks, I've never liked any of these, so I always turn off those advanced things. Okay, now you're going to come down to media. And what media is your art category? Okay, well, mine are always painting and mixed media, so I'll put a check mark there. And when you set up your store, you set up a collection, and I have 2 collections set up on my store. I have one where I did a t-shirt design for cross country that says "Get off your asphalt." Okay, and that's totally separate. But I have 2 other collections, one for total solar eclipse of 2024, and that was a t-shirt that I designed that had an eclipse design on it. It wasn't an oil painting, but it was a design that I created for the eclipse. But usually now that I'm done doing all that other stuff, I have one called paintings. And any oil painting I do, I add it to my paintings collection. So I'll check mark that. And then down here at the bottom, default product in your store. When that product shows up on your store, what is the default product you want your customer to see? Well, I always do art prints. Okay, so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go up. I'm going to scroll up where it says art print, and I'm going to choose art print. Then you want to, who can see this work? And I usually do anybody, public. Now, if you only want it for you for now, let's say you just want to, and you only want it, you don't want to make it available to the store yet. You just want to put up a draft, basically. You can choose only you, private. And that's what I'm going to do on this one. Normally, I would, no, I'm going to go ahead and make this public for now. Later on, I might delete the artwork. Okay. But I'm going to say public, anyone. All right. And then over here, very important, is the maturity content. If you have something that's not appropriate for kids and things like that, you need to check mark this. Now, most of my art is landscapes, so it's not going to offend anybody. It's not going to show up in the wrong places, okay? So, is this mature content? And I'll say no. That means it doesn't have any of these items right here, okay? Now, here's the important button. Are you able legally to put this artwork up on your store? Do you own the rights or have a license of the product to put it on your store? And since my father took that picture and he gave me permission to paint this painting, I can. Okay, so so make sure you have a license. If you don't check mark this, it's not going to put the product up on your store anyway. And then you save your work. Okay, and then it's going to go through and it's going to create a list of all those different products. And this part usually takes a short amount of time because it's not uploading your image. Your image is already up. It's just creating your store, that product on your store. And then as soon as that's done, it says, congratulations, your design is published. This might take up to 15 minutes to appear publicly. Okay. So if I go view my store now, Chapel Lacrosse may not be up there yet. Okay. So I'll check back in maybe a half hour or something, and boom, there it is. All right. And then you can send that link to your friends. Now, when this page comes up, as soon as you save that work and then this page comes up, it actually gives you products that you can directly share to your social media, okay, such as Facebook, Instagram, X, all those different places, emails, doesn't matter. If you choose this, if you click on the forward, it will take you to a spot to say, who do you want to share this with, okay? So these are all the different products that you can share that link to, okay? And for us artists, I usually would share the art print in this particular case, okay? Now, you notice, so down here, there's one that has a frame. It's already mounted in a frame with a mat, okay? That is an offering of your product automatically if you do art print, okay? If you notice, it says a metal print. That is because I chose the art print category for where it says art print cards and posters. Since I did that, metal printing and photographic prints, postcards, posters, all of that automatically gets enabled. Okay, those are different types of art prints. All right, and yes, framed, all that kind of stuff. And then there's the mugs, zipper pouch, which wasn't actually a product that you can choose, but it does show up. Okay, greeting cards, things like that. All right, hardcover. All right, so as soon as you save your work, you can forward that product to whatever audience that you're trying to reach. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, go to my account, and I'm going to go to View Shop. Now most likely the Chapel of the Cross won't be there yet. It may, sometimes it does, and sometimes it takes a few minutes, sometimes it takes 15 minutes, okay? But here's that store, that shop view. But I always, like I said, I take people to my Explore designs because it's easier to get to the products, the different products for that particular piece of art. Okay, so here's all the art, and we're just going to kind of go down and see if the Chapel of the Cross actually shows up yet, and it has not yet. Okay, so it'll probably be there in the next 15 minutes or so. Then they'll be able to just click on that particular art and take it right to that product page. All right, so I'm going to take you to a product page. My best seller is Fiona, my cat. No, it's not my cat. Fiona, my painting of a cat. Fiona belongs to a lady that sent me the photo. Okay, and I can do anything that I want with Fiona. Okay, but if I go, this is my best seller. So if I go to Fiona, press on Fiona, this is Fiona's page, and all the products that Fiona is available on. And yes, I do have her on t-shirts. Okay, and these are all the different pricings. These are default pricings. Okay, so a holographic sticker costs $1.99. How much do you get? Well, it depends in your account settings. You can increase the profit margin. By default, it's 20%. Okay, but if you want to make more than 20% off of that sale, then you need to increase that profit margin. Now, if you increase the profit margin, the price also increases. Okay, so if right now for holographic stickers it's set for 20%, if I make that higher, okay, this price will increase for the customer. Okay, the manufacturing price doesn't change, and you don't have to pay the customer pays the manufacturing. The manufacturing price stays the same, but the price increases because you want more money from it. Okay, so your profit gets added to this. All right, by default it's 20%. Okay, so you come on down and you can see all the different products that Fiona is available on. Okay, and when they click that product and they order it, that's what they get. Okay, so here's a framed version of Fiona. Okay, a clock with Fiona, a bedspread with Fiona. Okay, so these are all the products. This actual notebook is actually my best seller. This spiral notebook of Fiona is the best seller. The second best seller are greeting cards for Fiona. And what I'm going to show you is you can order all these products for yourself if you do in fact want inventory, okay, to take to an art show or whatever it is. You can order all of these products for yourself and have them shipped to you. You pay only the manufacturing price. Okay, you don't pay this $2.41. I can't remember what Fiona, I think Fiona, I have her set at 30%. Okay, so it will take off the profit margin and only charge you when you order through Redbubble the manufacturing price. So this might cost like a $1.20 or whatever it is per card for you to order it, and then you order as many as you want, and then you can take those to the art show, and then you can sell them at the art show for whatever you want. Okay, so if you're only getting $2.41, if charging $2.41 through Redbubble, and you get 30% of that, let's say you want a lot more than that at an art show, you can take these to an art show. And I'm just pulling something out of the air. Let's say I want to sell this live at an art show for $5 per card. Okay, you can do that. Okay, it's totally up to you. But you've only paid, let's say, $1.20 for it. Does that make sense? All right. So here is a Fiona. Here's Fiona's card. Okay, it's high quality paper. The paper, the print. The print of Fiona. When I still have this painting downstairs. Actually, I'm not selling the original painting, but I have the original painting downstairs on my wall. And when I hold this print up to the painting, they're right on. Okay, the colors are right on. And remember, that deals with your camera and how well you do the picture. Okay, but it's a blank card that people can send. And if you turn it around, down here it says the title, okay, Ragdoll Cat. And it says by Christopher D.O. down here. And then it also gives a link to my Redbubble store, which in this case is myphysicalworld.redbubble.com. Okay, so high quality. This really is high quality. If you look behind me, I'm pointing at a picture right here. I could go over. Matter of fact, I'm going to go over and get it. I'll be right back. This right here is a painting I did of Marblehead Lighthouse in northern Ohio. And the actual size of the painting is, I think it's 18 by 24. It might be 16 by 20. I can't remember. But I ordered art prints so I can take them to art shows. I have the original available, and I also have the art prints available. So I might order a few of these and take them to an art show. Now I have this one framed, but I also order a bunch that aren't framed so people can feel the quality of the print. Okay, feel the paper. This was printed on archival paper. It's high quality. They really are. I was really, really amazed at the quality of the products that people were getting from Redbubble, because I was scared when I first had my Redbubble page. It was scary because I didn't want people to get my artwork on junk. Well, I have some friends that ordered prints. I had friends that ordered t-shirts. Matter of fact, the first evidence of Fiona that I got on a greeting card was my mother ordered a bunch of these cards, and she actually sent me one in the mail, which is kind of cool. But when I got this in the mail, I said, wow, that is really good quality. It really is. So I started ordering prints for myself to take to art shows, so I can make available to people art at the art shows they can buy my original, or they can buy prints, okay, framed or not framed. All right, so this is really good quality stuff. I actually had people buy a shirt, and it was during the eclipse, and they bought my eclipse art on a t-shirt, and I said, hey, bring that t-shirt next week when we meet again. You know, bring that t-shirt. I want to see the quality of the t-shirt. I didn't want to be this flimsy, cheap t-shirt, and it was a nice, thick, all 100% cotton t-shirt, and it was really good quality, so I was highly impressed. Okay, got the picture back up on the wall. So that is RedBubble. Like I said, RedBubble is free for you to set up an account. You never send anybody any money. When somebody orders a product, you will get an email with a manufacturer cost invoice, okay? But the invoice on the bottom of the invoice, it will say invoice is paid. Okay, that means the customer has, that money that the customer is spending for your product has already paid for the manufacturing and your overhead, okay, your profit. And then RedBubble will send those funds to however you wanted to get paid when you set up your account. All right, for artists, this is cool. Print on demand is excellent if you don't want to have a whole bunch of inventory at your house or whatever. Okay, print on demand is the way to go. Okay, now if you do want inventory, all you do is pay the manufacturing price for the product. So whatever your margin, whatever the price of the product is minus your profit is all you have to pay. You just pay the manufacturing price. So I've ordered a bunch of these cards for different pieces of my artwork, such as my cardinal, Fiona. Like I said, Fiona is my best seller. The hummingbird on a postcard, okay? Art prints, whatever you want to take to a show, you can order your own and have an inventory to take with you, which is what I do. But you don't, your store, like I said, print on demand, you don't have to have an inventory. They will print exactly what somebody orders. If they only ordered one card, then that's all they're going to print and send to the customer. So I hope this was useful. If you have any questions on RedBubble, put it in the comments, okay? Also, you can find Christopher Dio Art on Facebook and like that page. And you can send me messages through that if you have any more information that you want to know on RedBubble. But RedBubble is a great way to get your artwork out there to people, and it's extremely safe, okay? So yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you will, if you're inclined. Hit that notification bell, like the page, do everything that you can to help me get by the algorithm so the word gets out. So yeah, anyway, that's RedBubble. I wish you luck and great painting, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.